are not carrying the burdens that was put on you while you were here. You know, some that you created, some that other people created. That happened, right? So you want to make sure you're at peace with everything. You're forgiving yourself and everyone else around you, right? Make sure you stay at peace, guys. Make sure you stay elevated and vibrate high so that you're just at peace, right? You got to cultivate that for yourself. I'm feeling really good, guys, because a lot of crazy stuff has been happening in my life. I just been putting it out of hands and trying not to spaz out because I know that that doesn't help anybody. I'm still here.
1 second, guys.
I'm still tender. I showed you guys my scars from my surgery.
Sorry, guys. All right, it's cold in here. It's kind of freezing. Alrighty. This is Nature's Daughter. I'm back with another Zodiac reading. I basically set it up where it's subscribers only that can chat. I do not want anyone chatting that's not a subscriber. I don't, it kind of alleviates the troll situation. So, anywho, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, join the tribe, vibrate high, elevate your mind, and understand that this is a safe place. Okay. I will get rid of anyone that's trolling or doing anything crazy. I'm not for the drama. This is for adults only, 18 and up. If you are under 18, please leave the room voluntarily. Okay. Um, what else? What else? What else? Be your own leader of discernment. Take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else to appreciate. Please do not go out and make any life altering decisions based on my reading or anyone else's. Okay? Be your own leader of discernment. You and God, together go within and make that decision with the Most High. Okay? Don't let anyone else have control over your decision making processes. Okay? All right, so let's get into it. I'm excited. Okay, I already did a Capricorn reading. I took a break and I ate. Had me some more coffee and water, but the fruit gave me life. So yay! And now I'm here to do Aries. So let's get into it. All right, we're gonna use the forbidden. Somebody is going down forbidden territory and they know it. And they should not be doing so. Somebody's doing something they know they're not supposed to do. This is the Forest Tarot card deck. Forest, not forbidden. Okay? So that was a message. Okay? Just so you know, baby. That was a message, and it wasn't for me. That came from the Most High. All right, guys? So, yeah, I'm showing off the embossed edges. I love it. All of my decks, almost all of my decks, all the new ones have embossed edges, and I got a lot of new ones. When I say new, it's new to me, even though it's like time has passed. But me being in the hospital for the bulk of June made my new stuff not seem new to others, but it's still new to me because, yeah. There we go. All right. All right. All right. All right. Yeet. Hello, hello. At the bottom, we've got. Wow. Someone is really going through it. So, what we got on the bottom? Crazy. Okay, that one on the top. When it come, okay, I see the story. I see how it's lining up for you. First of all, let's go ahead and pull out because I already pulled out the order that I'm doing the Zodiac marathon in. Okay, guys. So I've already done Capricorn and we're on Aries now. There's no point in going into who's coming next because this reading right here is going to be for Aries only. I already are blah 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 blah. It is retrograde season. I don't know which one, but it's retrograde season. So my mouth has been and my devices have been even more blah. Okay, it's like everything has just been like kind of like all over the place. But I have been staying on top of my candle magic for positivity and prosperity, obstacles being removed, and I've also been praying for protection and keeping all the negativity off of me, um, and healing to continue because that has been hard, rough. When you're stressed out mentally, it's hard for the body to heal. And I'm still healing, guys. Yeah, it's been 30 days, but I'm healing from cancer. Okay, and surgery from cancer. So even though part of it was robotic, they still had to cut me open to stop the bleeding. 115. Wow. That's a message for me. But I'm still in the healing phase. No matter how good I feel, no matter how good this body's starting to look, and I'm very proud of it because I did and do work hard. Like I couldn't exercise, obviously, after the surgery for a while, but even in the hospital, once I started to feel better, before they told me I had cancer, well, actually, even when they told me I had cancer, I was still exercising in the hospital. As soon as I got past, the really bad sickness where I couldn't eat anything. But as soon as I got to a point where I was able to keep stuff down without, getting sick, I started exercising again, even while I was in the hospital, up until I had surgery, because I knew I was going to be weak for a while. So I'm glad I did that. But, it was a while before I was going to be able to exercise again. I'm back to exercising lightly. I don't do anything strenuous, but I'm healing, you know, and I'm happy that I'm in that phase where I'm able to exercise again because I can see where my muscles need to be replenished, where I've lost weight tremendously. And at my age, when you lose weight, you got to stay on top of the exercise, or the skin will sag. So I got to stay on top of that. But I'm very thankful and grateful that I'm getting my energy back, that I'm able to exercise, and that was able to pull through the big C. Hey, thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, Most High, the source of all things. Thank you, for giving me the strength to pull through, for pulling me through. Right. And even though I've had countless, situations to happen to me since then, I'm still testifying to God, to the Most High, for everything, for pulling me through every situation, no matter what. I just keep having faith in the Most High especially when it's a situation that is out of my control that I can't do anything about. All I can do is pray, and God just keeps coming through, like, hey, I got you. I got you. I know what you're going through. I know I took all of your control from you. That's the lesson to be learned. You know what I'm saying? When God takes your control from you, I'm a Capricorn. I am a control freak. When God takes your control from you, it's a lesson in faith. And I'm learning that lesson every day more and more. And I'm able to put all of my faith in the Most High because I know for a fact I'm going to be good. Hold on. Etsy, leave me alone. Distractions. Etsy sending me stuff because I was like buying decks like crazy from Etsy. Like, ooh, 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 ooh. I'll be back, just not right now. My husband told me to get my wish list together. He's like, everything is about to change, everything is about to get better, so don't you worry. You know, the big C's really did set us back. I'm telling you. And it's not over. You know, I still haven't received that bill, but just, you know, some of the hospital bill itself, but just everything else, you know, it set us back a lot. So I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I'm very, very thankful for God saving my life and, you know, just everything that followed, reminding me that things could be worse and that I know God got me. There's no other way to see it. You know, it's like I'm a constant testimony. I'm a constant, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Confirmation for anybody watching that miracles happen every day. Every single day, miracles happen. Don't think that they won't. If you just have to have faith in the Most High that no matter what is going to work out, this too shall pass. You're going to be fine. But you got to have faith. Because if you don't have faith in yourself and the Most High, then who else are you going to have faith in? Right? You got to love on yourself and know that, hey, stressing out about anything is not going to it's not going to change the situation. It's going to keep you from thinking clearly, you know, so don't do it to yourself. Just don't do it. I know it seems hard, but I'm going to be honest with you. Like I said, things have not been going exactly the way I want them to go. But I've been putting my faith in the Most High, and things have gradually been getting better. And I know they're going to be great in a minute, right? I know they're going to be great in a minute, but you got to have faith. When I start singing, you got to have faith, faith, faith. It's not just me entertaining you guys, it's me being serious. You have to have faith with a capital F, baby, and follow up the rest of the word with capital letters. You know why? Because if you don't have faith in the Most High and be grateful for what you have right now today, you cannot expect any more to come. And if you're stressing yourself out over what's going on, you're not vibrating high enough and you're not elevated enough in your mind to open yourself up to receive the blessing. You know why? Because you are blocking yourself from learning the lesson. So you're therefore blocking the blessing that's on the other side of you learning that lesson. Baby, wake up. You are the one that cultivates what happens next. It's not the fall, it's how you pick yourself up from that fall, right? Get into it. Yeah. You got to have faith in yourself and in the Most High. Okay? The creator of all things, the source of all things. You got to have faith. Okay? So let's get into this Aries reading, guys. There's a lot of songs that I've been challenging. Things are going to be challenging for a minute, Aries. Things have been challenging for a lot of you already. Some of you are coming into your due season, your calm season. Some of you are at the end of the tower, right? Where things are still a little chaotic, but you can see how things are cultivating into a much better place, right? But some of you are already through the thick of it and you're into the calm place where you could just sit back and be like, oh God, thank you. And exhale through it because now, you're through the hard part. You're through the rough patch. You can breathe clean air. You can crack your neck. You know what I'm saying? Do that neck roll and feel it. You know? You namaste. Okay, if you will. So just understand that everybody is at different points of their journey, but it's going to be challenging for some for a little while longer, and it has been challenging for others, but it's not for nothing, right? Just make sure you're looking for the lesson to be learned whenever something happens that's uncomfortable. Okay, because discomfort is just a lesson, period. Okay, so new moon in Aries, because we've already, okay, yeah, let's go through the full moon. Full moon in Aries, action, confidence, breakthrough. Harness your confidence to act decisively and achieve breakthroughs. Okay, full moon in Aries. All right, can you see that? You take control, right? New moon in Aries, initiative, courage, new beginnings. Hello, what did I tell you? A bold new beginning urging you to take charge and confidently pursue your passions, right? You got to walk around with great intention behind everything you do, right? Because you know what you want, Aries, and you're going to go after it. Full steam ahead. Chicka, 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 chicka. Choo, choo. Full steam ahead, babe. Because you know what you want. You know what you need to do to get there. So do it. Get into it, yeah. Uh, 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 uh. Yeah. All right. Yes. All right. You know what? I think I'm done with this caffeine. Really, I am. I think I'm a little bit too hyper as it is. I don't need it anymore. All right, let's get into these cards that already came out. All right, Ace of Wands. All right, Ace of Wands. Oh, and I love how the pathway is just lit up. It's just letting you know that you're magical. You have gifts, right? You have gifts. You see that, Ace of Wands? You have gifts, and you need to tap into your gifts and your power. And this is like a collective, that's for everybody. That's for anybody, no matter what zodiac sign you are. Tap into your gift and your power. Call your power back from every person, place, entity, realm where you left it, baby. Boom. Get your power back and tap into your gifts. Boom. That's a message for everyone. But yes, okay, tap into your gifts, call your power back, and know that your pathway is lit up. Look at that. The fireflies, the candles, everything just going on in your favor. It's almost like walking through Avatar. You know how the forest in Avatar was? If everything you touched just lit up at night. You didn't need a candle. You didn't need anything to walk through the forest. Just pay attention and touch some stuff, and it'll light up for you. Yeah, the lovers, and the pathway is lit for these lovers, right? Because they're anointed. Because you got anointed love coming your way, Aries. Some of you already have that love, and it's just going to be rejuvenated. Some of you are going to have a situation where you've been together for a really long time, and you have to like rediscover each other, because you've put some people get to a point where they put work first, and now you got to figure out who your mate is, because you've both been growing through life, but you're growing in different directions because you haven't been around each other. You know, one of you have put, one or both of you have put forth so much effort into your job, trying to make sure you still have one, or trying to move up and make enough money to take care of your family, that you just don't spend that much time with them, and you start growing apart, and now you got to figure out who it is that you're with now, you know, because your mate's not going to stay the same, especially after 20 years. You got to know that they've grown past the person that you first met. The person that you married 20 years ago is not the person that you're with today. So know that there's somebody different, and you're going to have to relearn them and start dating again and get to know each other and start realizing how to speak each other's love language right now today, right? But some of you are single and you got great love coming, but it's that anointed stuff that you prayed for. So it's not going to be the same trickery that you've dealt with. You understand what I'm saying? This that I pulled is anointed love. So if it's already there, it's going to be like discovered as newly discovered love that you already have, or it's going to be someone new in your life. Okay? Three of Swords, you got someone that's very, and it looks like a family member to me. Um, and it might be a combination of family member and ex lover or old friend or all three. But you got passed over loved ones that are really rooting for you and fighting for you from the other side. But you do have some people, at least three people, that are really trying to hurt you and break your heart and stop your love life from happening. It's something about you having love. What is this? Three of Swords? Yeah. It's something about you having love, Aries, that they feel like it's just not supposed to happen, right? Something about you having love is going to stop something for them. But you got some people on the other side that are really fighting for you. You see all those fire? Not, it's like a mixture of firefly and dragonfly, because dragonflies don't light up like this, and fireflies don't look like that. You understand? That looks like a dragonfly that's lit up like a firefly, because I know what both look like. Some of these are actual fireflies. Some of these are lit up dragonflies, and dragonflies don't light up. So you understand what I'm saying? You got a lot of magical stuff happening behind you on the other side. But and you don't have to call on them. Sometimes they make things happen without you calling on them, but if you call on them, they come with a vengeance, you know? They really do. They make sure you're protected, and they make things happen for you. Okay? So don't be afraid to call on your passed over loved ones and your spirit team to help you in this realm and in this time frame, because you do have a covenant of people, at least three, that are trying to really stop your love from coming, and they're trying to break up the love that you have. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, because and your pathway is really lit up. It's like this is the way, you see. It's like right here, come this way. Come this way for your pentacles, right? I love it. It's awesome. I just love how that works out. That's amazing. I love it. It's like bam. It's almost like a lightning strike, but not quite. But it's like arrow here, candle here, lit all the way up right here. Come this way. Your pentacles are right here. Everything you want is coming with that love. And then behind that, we got the world. Because you got the whole world in your hands. You got the whole world in your hands. You got the whole wide world in your hands. It's yours. It's yours for the taking. And nobody can do anything about that, right? Okay? It's yours. What are they going to do? Right? Nothing. It's yours. And that's a beautiful card too. I love that world card. That's great. Hmm. King of Wands. King of Wands is like, I got your back. Nobody's gonna mess with you. Not on this end. Yeah. Yeah, the King of Wands is creative. He's a leader. Yeah. Yeah, that King of Wands. It represents leadership and love, passionate relationships, leadership in career, takes initiative. Like this is great for this is someone that's going to protect you. This is the man, this is the lover. The King of Wands goes with the Lover's card. The Ace of Pentacles and the World card are are clarifying one another because the Ace of Wands came out by itself earlier and the Three of Swords came out. Anything else? Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So for this, for the Knight of Pentacles, it basically says that the pentacles are coming, but it's going to be a process. What that tells me is that something that you are wanting to do, it's like a business that you want to create, but don't be hasty in creating this business, Aries. What you need to do is make sure you build a firm foundation for your business and or career, whatever it is. If you're wanting to change positions, if there's a class you can take that'll get you certified or get you a diploma or some type of certificate showing that you have some sort of expertise or an edge up, you want to go ahead and do that so that you can have that edge up when you do go for that, that promotion, if you will. Right? But if it's a business, make sure that you do your own educating so that you know all the ins and outs and every aspect of that business, front end, back end, the paperwork, the taxes, the money end, if it's a restaurant, know about all the kitchen stuff and what needs to be done, to stay ahead of the game. So you know about everything, you know. Um, I hate when I'm watching stuff like Kitchen Nightmares or Bar Rescue, and they're like, "Well, I just didn't know about the kitchen. I'm a manager." If you're a manager, you're supposed to know how to run the front end and the back end. You're supposed to know all the kitchen stuff and all the the front end stuff as well. You're supposed to know how to run the books, how to run the bar, how to serve the food, how to cook if you need to. You're supposed to know every single position if you're managing a place, right? Because if somebody doesn't come in, who's supposed to take over? The manager, right? Because you get paid the big bucks so that you can run the place, right? You're not just supposed to sit at the front door and greet customers. That's not what management does. Management takes care of everything, right? That's why you get paid so much. You don't get paid more than everybody just so you can sit there and smile and say, hi, how's the food taste? Oh, it's crappy. Oh, really? Oh, well, whatever. That's not how it works, right? So you just got to make sure that you build a firm foundation and know every aspect of what you're getting yourself into. And if it's something that you're working for another business, you want to make sure that you educate yourself and get the certificates and diplomas that you need in order to rise up in the company. That way, if you're denied a promotion, you have all the qualifications that you need and all the certificates and diplomas that you need, and you get outbid by somebody that just knows who's doing the hiring, then you know for a fact that you got passed over because, you know, you didn't kiss the right butt or some crap like that. And if it's something like that, then you want to start looking for a job in another place anyway. That's why a lot of people are no longer wanting to work for companies because that's how it goes. It's like if you're not kissing butt or if you don't know the hiring staff, then you can't really move up in the company because they're not going off of experience anymore or education or the combination of both. They are going off of who they know and who they like and who looks good or who doesn't or blah blah blah, whatever office drama's going on. Nobody wants to deal with that. Nobody, people sit in their cars and they're self-medicating on whatever, liquid or smoke, whatever they're going through, whatever they need to get themselves right to deal with this job at this company. Like if you got to go through all that to go to work, then maybe you need to rethink what you're doing to make money. Seriously. And if you need to cultivate a business and get your ass out of there. Find your happy place. Stop making yourself miserable by working for this company. If that's what it does for you, then you need to leave. Your your mental health is more important than the dollars that you make. Your family is more important than the dollars that you make. So go find you a job that's less stressful. Because 9 times out of 10, the one that's stressing you out so much has you going through physical stress, mental stress, and you're so chaotic and toxic by the time you get home, you don't have nothing left to give your family. They don't even pay you enough to go through all that. Then you go out there and look for another job that's less stressful. They wind up paying you way more money to sit back and not be stressed out. I mean, you're going to find a little bit of stress in everything that you do, but 9 times out of 10, you can find something that'll pay you way more and it'll be a way less stress and you can spend way more time with your family. COVID did that. COVID took a lot of the office stress away because a lot of people just did not want to go back to the office. So a lot of these companies were like, you know what? Really? People are happier when they're working from home. The turnover rate is about the same and probably sometimes way less because people are less stressed. They don't have to worry about daycare. They can take care of their family. They can spend more time with their family. They don't have to worry about car maintenance. You don't have to worry about them calling in because they're already there. They're at home. All they got to do is dial in. Hello. Thank you for calling whoever. you know? So I said all that to say this. Take care of yourself. God's going to provide a way for you to make the money that you need to make, but stop choosing work over your sanity. It's not worth it, right? Take care of yourself. Do what you need to do and stop letting these jobs run you because that's all they're doing. They're killing you very fast, not even slow. People are wondering why they have heart problems and their body is just giving out on them. You don't even have time to go to the doctor and use that insurance that you got the job for. A lot of people are working so they can have health insurance for them and their families. Sometimes they keep a job even when they have a business for the insurance. And they don't even get a chance to use it because they're working so damn much, right? You can't even go to that business that you're trying to cultivate because you're working so much for somebody else's business. Put forth that energy towards you and your own stuff. okay, you'll be a whole lot happier at the end of the day. So make sure you're building that firm foundation for your business. It might take a while, but you're putting it into your business, not somebody else's business. It's all right if it takes a while when it's your business, right? So do that. That's what the Knight of Pentacles energy is. If you're gonna put long-term energy into something, let it be for your benefit, not someone else's. If it's not gonna benefit you more, if it's gonna benefit somebody or something else more, then you need to rethink it. Whatever you're doing should benefit you more than it benefits the people around you. Okay? Because you got to build yourself up first before you can help somebody else. You can't help the world if you are a bumbling mess, right? So get yourself together first and don't feel bad about it. Be selfless about taking care of you and be selfish when it comes to other people. Hey, I can we can talk later, but right now I got to deal with what I got going on. I got to take care of me. And I understand you want me to help you. I would love to help you, but I got to help myself first. I'm useless to you right now. Love you, but I got to take care of me first. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't understand that, if they're not with that, then oh, well, sorry. I got to take care of me. And whoever don't want you to take care of you first before you come to help them, then you don't want them in your life anyway because they're selfish as hell and they're probably a narcissist. Just a vampire trying to suck all your blood away and all your energy and power. So don't give it to them. They don't deserve it. Anybody that doesn't want to give you time to heal yourself and do what you need to do for you. Knight of Swords. Mm, yeah. Let's look into it, baby. Ah! Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're growing that blind ambition. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. It's just don't rush into stuff. Knight of Swords, just don't rush in. Don't rush into like I said, take care of your business and take time to build a strong foundation for your business and not somebody else's. You know what I'm saying? Don't rush into a new position, into a job, unless of course you got the stuff to back you up. It's better, honestly. When I rush into applying for something or trying to do something different, I really have to follow my intuition when it comes to what to move fast on and what to make sure I get extreme knowledge into. Some things you can have just enough knowledge to, get dip your feet into it and then you can learn as you go. But some other things you need to know exactly what you're doing before you do it. You know, you want to be an expert. So you got to be your own leader of discernment when it comes to that. What's going on in your life? You know what I'm saying? What do you need to do for your next stage in your life? And what does that look like? How do you see it unfolding? So do what you need to do to make it happen the way you see it unfolding, right? The way you envisioned it, right? But then also don't be closed off to it happening differently than you envisioned it. Also, be open to things happening just the way they're going to happen, right? It may not happen the way you want it to, but if it's meant to be, it will be, right? So be open to however it comes, okay? But yeah, don't be too forceful and don't be so quick to rush into a relationship. This is for every aspect of life. It just means be intentional. Think 5 times before you speak or do anything. Just think about it. Put forth some real thought. Think of every outcome. And it's not even about overthinking, it's about thinking things through. It's like it's playing chess, being 5 steps ahead, right? Don't just think about your next step. Think about the next few steps, right? So, what does it look like? Okay, if I make this step, then they're going to make this step. And then if I make this step, then they're going to make that step. And then this and this. That's how you got to do it in life. And that's why it's so important to learn how to play chess. So important. Learn it. Because you will be 10 steps ahead of the game. You'd be surprised how many people don't even know how to play checkers, let alone chess. And that's sad because you need to learn strategy. I remember when my nephew was a little guy and we would play Connect Four, and he used to get so mad because I would not let him win. I said, baby, people are not going to let you win in life. I'm not going to let you win. You're going to have to learn strategy. What strategy? I was like, you're going to have to learn how to have more than one avenue to win the game. Work on 2 to 3, maybe 4 different routes that you could take to win the game. That way, no matter what I do, you have a road to take. You feel me? And when I taught him that, it helped him. He started to realize that, hey, she's right. Life don't just come to you on a silver platter. Nobody's going to give you a damn thing. Yeah, I'm your family and I love you. But that doesn't mean that I have to give you anything. You got to earn your way in this world. I've been earning my way in this world since I was a little one, okay? I had to learn everything all over again. 5 years in, literally. I had a car accident that had me so messed up. I had amnesia. My mouth was wired shut. I had a cast on that had my arm like this. I had to learn how to re-stretch my arm. I had to learn how to write again. I had to learn how to, you know, talk because my mouth had been like this for so long. You know, I couldn't ride a bike. I had to learn how to ride a bike again, and I had to remember people. It took me a really long time to remember people, and then it took me a long time to learn how to learn again. I had to learn how to learn differently because my short term memory was severely affected, and some of my long term memory because I lost some of that. It's not gone forever. It's stuff that comes back, but it comes back like movie reels. But yeah, I was 5 years old when that happened, you know? Like, I have been surrounded by loss and trials and tribulations my whole life. My brother that was right above me, a year and a half older than me, he passed away when he was 3 and I was 1.5. So I've been surrounded by trial, tribulation, and just learning how to get through the rough stuff. So when people come to me and say, "Oh, this is the worst day of my life," and it's really not that much or that deep, I don't judge them, but I need them to understand that it could be so much worse. So stop saying it's the worst day of your life, you know? Because it could be so much worse. If this is the worst day of your life, then congratulations, babe. You've made it through without going through anything. And I don't know if that's good or bad because when something really bad happens, you're going to lose your crap if you're crying over this. You know what I'm saying? That's why I try to tell people don't be upset about the trials and tribulations of life. Trust me, they do make you stronger and they make you more resilient. So when stuff happens, you're not the one that's losing your crap and can't think about what to do next. When I was in the hospital, there was a tornado where I live. It was 3 that touched down around us in areas around us, but there were 2 that touched down in the city that we lived in. So I'm at the hospital and I'm like, hey, we got a phone call on the landline. I said, we got a phone call in our room that told us to take cover. And because they were just sitting there all, and I was like, hey, what are you guys doing? And they were like, what? And I was like, you guys need to take cover. Like, we just got a call in our room that says, take cover, go to the lower levels and take cover. Like, what are you guys are just sitting here. And they were looking at me like, you're overreacting. You need to go to your room. I said, no, you're not reacting enough. Do you not know about what a tornado can do? It's like, I don't know if they have them where you came from, but here, they say take cover. You better take cover. This is Texas. If they say take cover, take cover. It's coming. Choo choo. Okay? So we went down to the pit. We sat there for a second in the hallway, looked around, and watched. And within A couple minutes, they started finally moving patients out into the hallway. But then at that point, we were like, you know what? My man was like, I'm taking you to the basement. So we took my IV hookup, it's hooked up to the thing. We unplugged it, wrapped the plug up to the thing. He grabbed a wheelchair because I couldn't sit in the wheelchair and do the thing. So I slowly walked down to the basement. He brought me a wheelchair. We went down there, and he had a little fan that you can put around your neck. We took that downstairs with a bottle of water, and we went on down there. And I think we even had a snack. We went down there. We plugged me in right next to the vending machines, right outside the elevator, in a little corner, like where we were like out of the way. He sat in the wheelchair. I sat in his lap, so we had a place to sit. And I put that fan around my neck and went from him to me. We had our drink and everything. We were good to go. And I sat there with my little gown on, kept trying to keep my butt because I kept feeling the air, trying to keep it from unraveling back there. But yeah, we went down there and we waited until the storm passed, and then when I heard somebody say, okay, it's clear now, we got a little bit of flooding going on. There's some water coming down the stairwell. I was like, okay, time to go back up to the room. Because we're on in the basement. So if it's flooding, it's going to come down the basement first. So I was like, all right, it's time to go back up to the room. So we went back up to the room. By the time we got back up to the room, do you know they're still taking people out of their room talking about the tornado? I was like, just so you guys know, the tornado has passed already, and now they're just dealing with flooding. So, but we listened to the chaos of that for at least another hour or two. It was crazy because they were behind everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like they were waiting for instruction instead of just taking initiative when it comes to real life situations. So you have to be your own leader of discernment, basically, is what I'm saying. Aries, no matter what. Don't wait for instruction from someone else. You be your own leader of discernment. You know what you need to do in every situation. And if you are unclear, you go within and you talk to the Most High. You don't need anyone out here to tell you what you need to do. Okay? Follow your intuition. Listen to your heart. You know your heart has its own brain. Did you know that? Your heart has its own brain. Look into it, guys. This stuff is verifiable. Okay? I don't tell you no lies, okay? But I just needed to say that, guys, because it was on my heart to just be real with you and tell you what I've tapped into. You got to know when to tap into your own gift and your own power and your connection to the Most High and follow your intuition. Follow your intuition. It's not going to lead you astray. Okay, that's your connection to the Most High. That's why I tell you, pray, meditate, exercise, do your yoga. I don't know why people are so afraid of yoga. It is your friend, baby, in every way. Okay, especially when you are in your 40s and up. It will loosen you up. It will release stuck emotions. Okay, like what is it? What's wrong with yoga? How is that going to hurt you? I love yoga. Okay, release all that stuck emotion. Why don't you get out of me? Loosen me up. I want to be loosey goosey. I don't want to be all tight and walking around like, oh God, especially after going through surgery. Once you get put under a couple times, you start having a new lease on life. I'm not going to lie. They put me under like 3 times. One time they put me under for them to go in through my throat with the camera to look around to see exactly where and if there was cancer anywhere else other than my liver, right? Once they found that, they were like, okay, we know exactly where it is. It is not anywhere else. We know exactly where it is. We know exactly where we're cutting. We can use the robot. Yeah. And if she starts bleeding, then we can do a small cut and stop the bleeding. They have their plan already, right? Then they put me under the second time for the actual surgery, right? And then when I had to come back a week later after I was released, they had to get some fluid out of my stomach. They put me under for that. That was the third time. So every time I came back, I was like so thankful to wake up, and I wasn't afraid before I went out. I was just like, hey, whatever's going to happen is what's going to happen. Being afraid is not going to make it go away. But if I relax myself and accept whatever is coming, I'll be fine no matter what. Even if I don't come back, my soul will be fine and it'll go on to do whatever it needs to do, right? So that's where I've been every time. But every time I come back, I feel a little bit more special and I feel a little bit more grateful and thankful just to be here. You know, I'm going through stuff. I'm still going through life, but it's okay. I'm still here. So obviously, there's still some stuff to learn, and there's still some gifts I can give, right? My testimony, for one, because I want you guys to know that there are miracles that happen every day. So stop beating yourself up thinking, oh God, this decision that I made is just going to wreck everything. Okay, don't worry about it. Learn from it, forgive yourself, and move forward. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. All right? All right, that being said, don't be afraid of this next card that I'm about to show you because it doesn't mean what you think it means all the time. This death card. Death card does not always mean death to a person or death to life. And most of the time, it just means death to a situation. It's over. It's done. Okay? So know that. But it could mean death to a person. So if it is that, my condolences. You know, if someone you know is sick, maybe it's about time for you guys to let them go and let them cross over. Because a lot of times we hold on to people that we need to let go of, you know, with the machines and stuff, trying to keep them alive after they're supposed to be gone. It's like you're forcing the soul, you're trapping them basically because you can't let them go. You gotta let them go. Because if they can't stay alive without the machine, then they're ready to go. You understand? So don't trap the soul here like that. That's selfish. You know, I talked to my man about that. I was like, I don't want to be kept alive with machines. I just don't. If my body can't do it without the machine, I'm ready. Let me go. Love me enough to let me go. I'm gonna do what you want me to do. You know, but I love you enough to let you go and let your soul be free. I'm not gonna be selfish unless you want me to be. Unless you want to be hooked up to machines. That's the only way you're gonna be hooked up to machines when it comes to me, because I feel like that's probably one of the worst things you can do is force somebody to stay here. That's the worst thing you can do. Because they're ready to go. The machine is telling you they want to go. I'm the only thing keeping them here. You sure you want me to do this? And you're like, yeah, hook them up. Don't do that. That's horrible. But I mean, you know, to each their own. I'm not judging anyone that does that. My opinion is my own. I just feel like for me, it would be selfish of me to do that to anybody else, and I don't want anybody doing that to me. You know, if you ever cared about me and you're the only person that's in my care, don't make me stay here. Hooked up to a machine. I don't want that. Page of Cups. This Page of Cups. Let me see. I'm not getting the energy that I normally get from the Page of Cups. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Burst of inspiration. Yeah. Because usually what I get from a Page of Cups is this cup is fishy. The cup is usually fishy coming from a Page of Cups. And you just don't know what you're going to get. But the energy I'm getting from this cup is kind of new and delightful type of thing. But what it says here is a burst of inspiration or creativity may soon come from a surprising place. Keep an open mind and embrace the opportunity when it arises. And that's the upright meaning. The relationships meaning is exploring new activities will bring playfulness to the relationship. Have fun and be spontaneous. Okay, career. You may be fascinated by a new project or role at work. The newness may bring with it some challenges, but the work will feel satisfying and bring growth. Um, Keywords is creativity, magic, romance. Ooh. So, like I said, it's all positive, right? And that was solidified by the death card. So, I feel like you need to walk away from something, Aries. You need to release something. You need to walk away from something and or someone. You need to release some things or some people and or some people in order for some great things to some new things to come into your life. In order to get the new stuff, you're gonna have to let go of the old stuff. You got a choice to make. That's what this is telling me, Aries. Let's see who's hating on you, Aries. Hold on, Aries. It is really cold in my room, and I need to blow my nose because I'm about to leak over here, and I don't want to be leaking. I just don't. Whoa, no. What is that? Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, baby. You got great things coming your way. Seven of Pentacles. Great things coming your way. Get into it, Aries. Get into it. Woo! Oh. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah. I'm still tender. Ooh. Woo. Knight of Cups. He looks so serious. Like, I've got you. You be your own leader of discernment, but he looking real serious about that cup that he brought you. So, all right, test it. I don't drink nothing that nobody bring me. Okay, I just don't trust people like that. No, don't be bringing me no fishy cups. Homie, don't play that. Hold on, baby. Let me go blow my nose because I really need to not be dripping on camera. That's not sexy. Oh, gosh. Oh my gosh, it really is cold over there. Over there, it was like deep freeze. Okay. Sorry, guys. I can be really goofy at times. So that's just who I am, guys. It is what it is. You know. This is what's the vibe? I don't use this deck that often. What's the vibe deck? I got another deck that is similar to this with the exclamation point on the back. I believe it is. Let's see. Yep, it's this one. It's the Sacred Soul Messages. It's this day. It looks completely different, right? It's crazy. But then when you look on this one, this is the What's the Vibe deck. It's got the question mark instead of the exclamation point, right? And then this is the box. So the box goes with it, a little bit more. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know why I did all that. I think I got way too much caffeine in me right now. That's why I said I'm done. No more caffeine for me today. Okay. Glow up, new opportunities, new career, successful business. This is what you're on, Aries. This is the energy that you're in, boo boo. Right? You're glowing up, and somebody's not really happy about it. They're gonna get over it because you're gonna glow up no matter what. It is what it is. This person likes thrills, continuous cycles, bad decisions, addictions. Ooh, okay. This is probably the reason why you cut their butts off and you don't have no time for them. And they're mad because you're in your glow up and they want to be a part of it, but you can't. Sorry. Archangel Michael, protection, prevent. Oh, confirmation from Teeny Weeny, I believe. Yep. Archangel Michael, protection, prevented from harm, divine intervention. You have protection. Okay, Aries? You are divinely protected. So whoever's out there trying to do some black magic against you, they better stop. Because it's gonna be rough on them if they keep doing it. I think they've been warned. Okay, wishful thinking, second chance, deja vu, nostalgia. It's not going down. They're not going to get that second chance. Wishful thinking, we get it, but it's not going to happen the way they want it to, right? But you need to be your own leader of discernment, Aries, about who and what's around you. Seriously. You got to be really intentional about who you let into your life. Love affair, dirty little secret, sex fix, download. Somebody wants to put you in a third party situation if they have not done so already. Maybe that's the reason why you won't give this person a second chance because they did this to you in the past and you let them go. And love and light, like, no, I'm good. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Yep, that's exact. Oh, wow. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Karmics, third parties, haters, lessons learned, baby. I can't make this up. It's a karmic. They put you in a third party situation. And you were like, no, I'm good. Deuces to you, babe. Distance, divorce, ghosted, separation. You walked away for real, for real. You were like, nah, I'm good. You get the deuces. I'm not giving you the finger. I'm giving you the deuces, baby. Love and light to you. Like, what did she say? Adele, she's going to send it to you in a love letter. Treat her better. Gotta let go of all of our goals. We both know we ain't kids no more. Treat her better, okay? Because I'm not coming back. Narcissist, egotistical, opportunist, fragile. You're fragile like an egg, right? But you're sitting here throwing bricks at people. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Okay? Stop being ego driven. I don't know who that is in your past, but they are disgusting. Okay. Well, meanwhile, you over here like recharge, breathe, let go, clear your mind, baby. It's meditation time. It's time to deal with the monotony. I'm doing my shadow work. I'm working on me, baby. I want to be the best version of myself. That's where you at right now, Aries. You like, no, I'm good. I am not about to let this fool be the death of me. No, thank you. Hopeful, inspired, optimistic, success. That's where you at, baby. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Aries. Yes, hopeful. Thinking about what can be, not what should have been. Who cares what should have been? Don't worry about time either. Okay? Delay, procrastination, too busy. Don't worry about time because time really just don't exist. That's something that we created as human beings. So time won't give me time. Wow. Oh my God. Dang. Mm. Wow, I know what Dick Gregory meant by once you put on the goggles, you can't make nobody, you can't force anybody else to wear them, but you see things clearly in a way that you never would have saw it before. I heard that song so many times. Time won't give me time. Who sings that? Is that Boy George? I think that's Boy George. The come a chameleon. The guy from the 80s. The first openly gay, like drag queen looking almost. Um, that we knew of, you know what I'm saying, from the 80s. Like he was out and proud. And, we love Boy George. He could sing his ass off. We didn't care how flamboyant he was. But I think he's the one that's saying, time won't give me time. And man, when you think about that, if you think about what time is and what it isn't, and the meaning behind that song, it's deep. Time won't give me time. I'm gonna look up that song. I think it was Boy George though. Anyway, tension, stressed out, migraines, worry. Yeah, you got somebody in their head, right? You living rent free in somebody's head, and you're not even trying to. Okay, because you're established, settled, secure, wealthy, and even if you're not like outwardly wealthy, you're inwardly wealthy because you have done the work. So when you get that physical money, you're gonna be set. But right now, you're feeling the wealth on the inside. So like when the good stuff comes, oh man, it's gonna be amazing for you. Healing, self-care, introspection, meditation. What do I say? You do that, Aries. Like get into it, yeah? It's all good. You got great things coming. You got great things like really just sitting there, nurturing, mentorship, wisdom, giving back. Everything is coming to fruition for you, babe. Everything, Aries. Well, you got these haters trying to get all up in your business and stuff. Ah, lust, greed, by any means necessary, inconsiderate. They're disgusting. But you don't have to worry about them because even their time is up. That time won't give me time. Yeah, they have no more time. It's done. Time won't give me time. I can't think of the rest of the words to that song. That's the only part that I hear playing over and over in my head. But don't forget, Aries, you got this glow up. New opportunities, new career, successful business. That's what you need to focus on. That and only that. Don't worry about this narcissist from your past. Who cares? Who cares? Right? Because whatever they want is not going to do anything. They're puzzled, confused, perplexed, conflicted. You know why they're conflicted? Because all that crap they've been sending your way, it bounced right off of you and came back to their butts. And they're like, why is my life falling apart? Because you sent crap to an earth angel, you idiot. They should have thought about that first. Smell the roses. Slow down. Take some you time. Get out in nature. That's what you need to do. Get out into nature. And that goes for everybody. Okay. I don't care what your zodiac sign is. Slow down. Take some you time. Get out into nature and ground yourself, baby. Smell them roses. Okay. Don't sniff out a bee, but smell the roses. Okay. Seriously, guys. Don't take life so seriously. Because you got somebody that's toxic, full of drama, arguments, and they're just incompatible with you. And you picked up on it, but they don't care. They just want to be toxic in your life, and you don't need to accept that energy. You smell the roses. Yep, you hear Teeny Weeny? She was like, "That's right, confirmation." You keep it moving. You keep it moving on. Look, healing came back around. Self-care, introspection, meditation. That's all you need to focus on right now is self-care, introspection, meditation. Heal yourself, and you'll heal the world. Right? You'll make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. Okay? Seriously, you better go listen to Michael Jackson. He was talking to you in the future from the past. He was like, yes, everybody, it's time for you to get it together and love on each other. Stop hating each other for these stupid reasons. You better get it together. Okay? We're going to need each other. We're all going to need each other. So we need to get it together now. Everybody, do your healing inside and out. Feminine energy, gentleness, nurturing, mothering. Somebody got baby coming. There's a lot of fertility energy out here. Isolation, rejected, left alone, self inflicted. Yeah, that's that person from the past. You know what? Send them healing. You know what? Because I feel like this person is so used to people returning their ugly energy back to them. They're not used to anybody sending them love and healing. Send this person love and healing. Seriously. Keep your boundaries nice and firm, keep them in place, but send them healing and love. Boundaries, disrespectful, enough is enough, defend yourself. Yeah, keep your boundaries up, but send them love and light and healing because they still need to heal. Even though they got their issues going on, their masked, hiding, concealing, their deception, send them love and light and healing. Maybe they can learn to get their stuff together at some point, you know? Yeah, because they are a psychopath, abusive, convincing, unpredictable. Probably because nobody's ever like really given them any real love because they see all that wickedness in them and they're like, no, I'm good. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Ooh, ooh. Okay, the hopeful card came back out. That's a beautiful thing. Inspired, optimistic, success. And I love how those trickle of lights lead to the sun rising. Or is it the sun setting? But yeah, look at that. Like your path is well lit no matter where you are. Okay? So just know that your life is going to be successful. You're inspired, you're optimistic. You're going to be successful no matter what. So you just keep on flying high, baby boo. Believe in yourself. Love on yourself and know that your soulmate is coming, your twin flame, friendship, romantic partner. You got that good stuff coming in. That good, the stuff that you pray for, right? That's what you got coming in. Then that orange that I ate, I can still smell it on my fingers. It's so strong. It was so good. Salty, yeah. You got somebody that's really salty, bitter, angry, and they're petty as hell. Petty Betty, mad because you're moving on and you're happy. I think this person, I don't even think they walked away from you. I think you walked away from them because you just got tired of dealing with the back and forth with them. Yeah, you got tired of the back and forth, so you just walked away before they had a chance to. And they're not used to people walking away from them. You saw the repeat about to happen again, and you were like, you know what? I'm good. I don't want to deal with this anymore. And they were like, what? What? Because you've been dealing with it for so long, And they were like, really? You don't want to, what? And you were like, yeah, I'm good. You have a great life. No drama, no, I wish you the best. I just don't want to be a part of it anymore. And they were like, man, they were so mad because they couldn't be mad. Like you didn't give them any reason to be upset with you besides walking away from them. You know, you can be mad for about me leaving, but I didn't do anything to you. So sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I don't want you to mistreat me anymore. Like, what the heck? You're not treating me like you want me anymore. You're not treating me like you really want to be with me, like you really love and respect me. So, why would I stick around for your breadcrumbs of not even love with kind of like? I kind of like you a little bit. There you go. Let me go and do my other thing over here. No, nobody wants that. That's not a life for anyone. If you're not actively loving on me and respecting me and accepting my love, and we're doing this thing called life together, if we're not doing that, then I don't want that. I don't want nothing you got to offer if it's not going to be beneficial in my life. I'm not about to sit here and just benefit you and be sitting here miserable myself. No, thank you. So if that's what you're going through, Aries, then stop it now. You have control over your life and you be with someone that's going to love on you and make you feel loved. You are deserving of love. We all are. Okay? And don't let anyone ever tell you any differently. If they're not showing you love actively, then give them the deuces. Okay? If you've given them every opportunity to love you the right way, you've shown them what you want in return, and they can't seem to get it together, then make yourself less and less available until you're just not there anymore. If they can't figure it out once you're gone, they can't come back and be like, well, I mean, you didn't give me a chance. Yeah, I did. Chaos, upheaval, disaster, downfall. That's what's going to happen when you walk away from it. They're going to be like, what happened? Why did you leave? Oh, I gave you every opportunity to get it together and you didn't. And I wasn't going to stick around and not be treated the way I want to be treated, like I deserve to be treated. Hello. That's why. So do what you got to do, Aries, but don't accept less than what you deserve. Okay? Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm pulling out stuff that I haven't used in a minute. Seriously. Seek guidance, guys. Whenever you're feeling low, whenever your mental health feels fragile, seek guidance. Okay? Excuse me. And understand that whatever you embark on next, your community is going to have your back. Somebody doesn't want me to tell you this either. Somebody's not rooting for you, like seriously not rooting for you. Yeah, that's what you need to do. You need to do a release ritual. See that? You look up release ritual or cord cutting ceremony, and you need to do that. Okay, Aries? Because you got somebody seriously in your energy, just like really trying it. And you need to fill your cup up. It's time. It's time for you to take some time for just yourself. Let it flow. Okay? That's what was on the bottom. I said let it flow. Fill your cup up came out, and I looked at the bottom and let it flow. Right after I said you need to let it flow. So I can't make this up, guys. It's time for you to fill your cup up and let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. Because everything's gonna work out right, you know. Got to get into it, yeah? Oh, wow. Okay. So, like I said, let's get that shadow work done. Because that's how you're going to move forward in love and light, right? That way you don't have to worry about having that chip on your shoulder. No one's going to be able to knock it off because it's no longer there. Bye-bye, chip. See you later. Because now I know how to deal with that dark side. It's not going to be an enemy of mine. It's going to be my confidant. I know how to work it in my favor, right? That's how you do that. Because you have learned to release. You release people in that ritual, and it's going to change your life. I'm telling you. Okay. And this seek guidance came back out. Yeah, you're going to need to get some guidance after you do your shadow work. It's going to bring out some emotions, some strong emotions. So get ready for that. And once that's done, just know that it's going to be a little bit of a crumble. The great crumble is going to happen because those old beliefs that you had, that old belief structure, is going to come crumbling down. Right? Because you're going to see things for what they are instead of what people told you they were. Right? You're going to see them for what they truly are. Right? And at some point, you're going to need some solitude just to wrap your mind around what you've learned about yourself and life and what's going on around you and who has revealed themselves to you. Like when that happens, when people's masks come off, man, it's like, whoa, when people shed their skin around you, you're like, oh, God. All the snakes are coming out at the same time. It's like, it's a lot. And it's huge, and sometimes you need to take a minute to just soak it all in, get yourself back together. That's why you're going to need to fill your cup up and let it flow. You're going to need that solitude time. I'm telling you, after all the stuff that you're about to go through or that you've gone through. you know, because some of you are going to have a time with this release ritual. If you don't do this, you're going to have a hard time for a while because this person's not, they're relentless. They're never going to let go. You're going to have to cut that cord. If you don't cut that cord, they will continuously be in your energy, wreaking havoc. Just letting you know now. But what's going to happen though is if you continue to choose love over everything, you're going to win in the end. No matter what. No matter what they do to you, no matter what anyone does to you, choose love over everything and you will win in the end. Right? Because you're vibrating high. You've elevated yourself. You've learned the lesson. You've gotten your blessing. And guess what you're going to do now? Ascend, ascend, oh, ascend to the next stage in life. So you're going to leave some things and some people behind because they don't get to go with you. You have grown past them. And don't be upset about that. Don't have survivor's guilt. You just keep it moving. Move on, baby. Because now your momentum is level up. Level up. So now you're manifesting, right? You got your momentum. You're manifesting. You see that 7 on the dice in there? You see that? You're manifesting everything you want. It's coming to fruition. Everything. So just keep it moving, right, Aries? Right? You're blissed out now. Because everything you want, everything that you need, you're doing the work to cultivate a very firm foundation, right? And when it's all said and done, you're going to be able to do whatever you want. So it's blissed out time, baby. Get into it, Aries, because you have made this happen. You did this. This right here. Yeah. I get to hang out and do what I want because I can afford to now. Right? I can really just literally, when you get to that point when you can literally do whatever you want to do because you have done the hard work. You have fixed your foundation. It's firm. Right? Nobody can break this foundation. You know what you needed to do and you did it. Right? Now once that foundation is nice and tight, you build on top of that. Right? And you get everything you want. You get your residual income and your passive income all set up so you can make money while you sleep. Okay? That's how you want to do that, right? And that's how life is going to be for you because that's how you're building your foundation right now. You're not going to have to do anything in a minute. In a minute, things are going to be so easy for you that the whole world's going to be like, how the heck does she go from that to this? Whoa, I want some of that. What energy drink does she drink? I need to know, right? Because you got that fresh start coming. It's going to be a fresh start. And you're going to be looking at yourself in the mirror like, wow, why do I look younger right now? How is it that I'm looking younger right now? Because I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to lie. I do the same thing. I'm looking in the mirror like, whoa. Why do I feel vibrant again? Why do I look in the mirror and I'm like, ma'am? You know? I hope you look in the mirror and see the same thing. I love what I see when I look in the mirror. Have those stars fluttering around your head when you look in the mirror. Be happy with what you see. This is just me. This is no makeup. This is no eyeshadow. This is no foundation. This is nothing but Vaseline on my lips. I love me. I love what I look like. I love what my parents created. I do. I love that I'm about to be 50 in less than 6 months. Okay? I love how I look. I love how I feel. You know? Bye-bye cancer. And not just the disease, the people. Okay? Because I cut out everything that was cancerous in my life. Okay? Anything that does not serve my higher purpose, you got to go, baby. If you don't have time for me, then I will not have time for you. That's how that goes. Right? You can't be making time for things and people that don't have time for you. For why would you do that to yourself? Fresh start. Give it to yourself. Don't wait for someone else to give it to you or present it to you. You present it to yourself. It's called a fresh start. You make it happen. Okay? Because you're abundant. You create and you cultivate your abundance. You're in control. Okay, Aries? Okay, what else? What else? What else? What else? Wow. Wow. Spark curiosity and trust divine timing. How about that? Spark curiosity. Curiosity allows you to break free from self limiting beliefs, promoting a state of openness and receptivity, right? So you got to be receptive and open to receive all the greatness that you're asking for. But you also have to be grateful for what you already have. Can't be asking for more if you're not grateful for what you have already. You gotta trust in divine timing, trust the process, right? Release the grip of impatience and worry, finding solace in the belief that the universe orchestrates events for your highest good. So everything's gonna happen the way it's supposed to happen, no matter what you do, right? You can work as diligently as you want to, babe. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. So you might as well embrace patience. Release attachments and expand awareness. Release attachments. Release the grip on what no longer serves you, allowing emotional wounds to mend and finding freedom in detachment. Okay? Expand awareness. Expanding awareness fuels personal growth by inviting you to step beyond your comfort zone and explore new perspectives, right? That's a part of taking the leap of faith and just knowing that God's got you. Transcend challenges. As you navigate hardships with a spirit of determination and optimism, you embark on a journey of self discovery and growth. Because if you're not growing, you're not evolving. And if nothing changes, then nothing changes. So you can't be expecting life to get better if you're not open to change. Okay? I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because some people really expect things to change, but they don't want things to change. You know, they want something better to happen for them, but they don't want things to change in order for that to happen. Okay, well, if you want things to get better, then things have to change. They can't stay the same if you want them to change. They're not going to get better if you're not open for change. So get ready for things to change. Release fear. Run towards fear. Don't run away from it. Chicka, 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 chicka. Choo, choo. Go straight. Full steam ahead towards the fear. Smack into it. Bam, head first. Okay? Because once you conquer that fear, it's not something that's going to hold you back anymore. Now you can move forward and past it, right? Do you know how long I was afraid to get on here and do this? I had my account set up for a lot longer than what you think. But when I put my fears aside and actually started doing this full time, wholeheartedly, and not being afraid to show my face, I started doing really, really great. I did allow someone to eke their way back into my life from the past and advised me to do a couple of things that changed my numbers negatively. But there was a lot of negative energy in those high numbers. Once the numbers dropped tremendously, and I mean they dropped tremendously down to like 10% less than what it was, I got almost no trolls. I got next to no trolls. And I like that energy so much better. So the energy that I have now on my channel is a lot more positive and peaceful. I'll take positivity and peaceful with less numbers over high numbers and high stress any day. It was very stressful when I had more people watching me than I had subscribers. When I had like 1,000 subscribers, I was getting like 3,000 viewers on my lives. But oh my gosh, the viewers were really angry people. And the energy was so bad that I would get dizzy spells during the readings. So I'm very happy with the energy that I get now. I don't have any of that problem. Since 2025 hit, YouTube has started doing their own moderation, so they cut out a lot of the ugly. I get almost no ugly. They got to get past a lot, I guess, to even get to me. So once they get to me, I guess they kind of step lightly. But once they get in here, if they say something that I feel is disrespectful, sometimes I'll put people in a timeout. But for the most part, I'll just let them go because I don't need any negative vibrations here. I want it to be a safe place for all of us. So I said all of that to say this: be careful who you let in your energy. Be careful who you let up in your energy, and don't be afraid to do anything. You can do anything you put your mind to. Okay? Anything you put your mind to. You don't have to be afraid. If it doesn't work out, you can still try again. You can try something different. You can try to do that, but in a different way. But don't be afraid. Fear is all, it's going to stop you, it's not going to help you. Why does it look like something happened in the chat and then it went away? Anyway, doesn't matter. Did it? Oh, something did happen in that. Did I speak a troll up or what? Is that what just happened? Okay, we'll see. But anyway, yeah, release fear. Releasing fear involves challenging negative beliefs, reframing challenges as opportunities, and developing a resilient mindset, right? So you be your own leader of discernment and how you want to reframe whatever's going on in your life, but this too shall pass, and do not lead with fear ever. Seek adventure. Adventure provides a canvas upon which we can confront fears, break through limitations, and build resilience, right? So negative energy it will just dissolve. It won't even affect you, right? Because negative energy only affects those that feel it. If you don't feel it, guess what? It loses flame, it loses all its power. Embrace solitude. As you engage with your thoughts and feelings in solitude, you embark on a journey of self acceptance and personal evolution, right? So you take the reins, you take control, and you do exactly what you need to do to move forward in love and light, baby. Cultivate patience because everyone is not going to be like you, and everyone's not going to move in the shadow of how you move. You understand? You have to meet people where they are, but you don't have to stay there. If they're not willing to elevate themselves to where you are, then you have to leave them where they are, clawing at your feet, and you keep moving because we don't do the crabs in the barrel thing. No. Cultivate patience. Cultivating patience allows you to soothe inner turmoil, release expectations, and embrace a sense of calm acceptance. Okay, you got to accept people for who they are. And if they are not in a place of healing, then you have to leave them where they are until they can reach a level that's closer to where you are. You don't have to meet them where they are ever. You can empower them to be better, but you don't have to drop down to their level. Empower others. When you uplift and support those around you, you create an environment of emotional healing within yourself, right? So you empower them, but you don't have to dim your light in order to empower someone else. Okay? Okay. Okay, Aries, let's see where we are on time. I got time to pull a few more cards. Be with those who help your being. Like attracts like. Choose friends carefully. I feel like I have to sneeze. Oh, it's stuck in my nose. Ooh, I hate when that happens. Ah, it makes my nose burn. Ah, 2:44 on the clock. Oh, excuse me, guys. I'm surprised it was only two. Usually it's like four or five where I feel like I'm going to blow the house away. All right, so let me read that again. It's two dolphins. It says, be with those who help your being. Like attracts like. Choose friends carefully. So basically, you want to be around like minded people, right? People that are where you are trying to go, right? You don't want to be around the people that are where you used to be because they're crabs in a barrel. They're going to try to keep you down. They don't want you to leave the barrel, right? They want you to stay there with them. Every time you come to them with a great idea, they're just like, oh, why are you always trying to leave? Why can't you just sit here with us and be miserable? We don't want to be miserable. That's why we're trying to leave because we want something better for ourselves, right? And you should too. But if you don't, that's your choice. You know, we all got freedom of choice. So I might with my free will, I'm going to get the heck out of here because I want something better for me. So if you don't want anything better for you, that's on you. You know, that's your choice. So moving on, you know what? Let's see. Yeah, we'll just put you in a timeout because you're babbling on about nothing. And you're not going to get any screen time here. So and no one's going to see that chat besides the people that were in here. So, and the people that were in here at the time of your chat, to say the least. I don't even remember your name. But yeah, you're gone now. So bye bye. That's how I deal with that. I give you 24-hour timeout sometimes. Sometimes I just send you on your way. I just don't have time for that, all that. I'm trying to trigger you. I'm trying to gaslight you. No, we're not dealing with that. The weirdness, But yeah, choose your friends carefully. Choose the people that you have around you carefully. Seriously. Because people will try to, just like that, try to pour gasoline on you, gaslight you, try to make your life, try to present you as something other than what you are. Period. And it's unnecessary, because you are who you are. Why are you trying to make me out to be something other than what I am? I'm great. I'm always going to be great, you know? No, I'm not perfect, but I'm great. I'm a great person. I'm awesome. And I hope you are too. But you got to show your great side and not show your ugly side. If you're leading with ego, then you're not showing your best side. So put your best foot forward. Lead with love. That's when you know you're great. Okay? When you start to walk the way you appear, wait a minute, hold on. When you start to walk the way appears, taking steps, beginning again, creating the life you truly want. Okay? Basically, you create the life you want. It's up to you. No one else can give you what you want. You have to create it for yourself. You have to cultivate it yourself. You have to manifest it yourself, Aries. So get into it. Yeah, get into it. Yeah, get into it. Yeah, get into it. Get into it. Yeah, yeah. All right. Being goofy. I know you're tired, but come. This is the way. Renewal. Keep going. Your path is revealed. It's like the cards that I was pulling before that had this really lit up path for you. The forest deck. Eh. Your path is lit, Aries. Need I say more? Boop. Get into it, yeah. Your path is freaking lit, man. Okay? It's lit the frick up, man. All right? Let the water settle and the stars will be mirrored in you. Take a break. Time away brings clarity, right? We already said this that you need a vacation. You absolutely need to take some time to yourself. You need that solitude just to get through the mental part of what you've just been through, right? So it doesn't take its toll on you in a negative way. You want to release any pent up emotions or negativity that's linked to anything that you've been through recently. Okay, because you don't want to hold on to that energy. You want to release that right away. Get it out. Get it away from you. Bye bye. Fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. It's from Silence of the Lambs. I'm sorry. These pains you feel are messengers. Listen to them. Getting signs, learning messages from spirit, right? So when you get that sign from the Most High, that message from the Most High, don't you dare run from it. Okay, if it's a message that you need to spread to the rest of us, spread that message to the rest of us. Create a video real quick and let us know. Tell us all about it, right? That's what we're here for. To help each other, to share what we get from the Most High with one another. Hello, what do you think I'm doing right now? Boop, get into it, Aries. To praise the sun is to praise your own eyes. Seeing clearly, gratitude, happy with your life. Yes. Be happy with where you are right now because no matter where it is, it could be worse. Even if it's not great, just know it could always be way worse and be grateful for what you have in the moment. Okay? You thank the Most High no matter where you are in life for where you are in life before you start asking for more. Okay? Be thankful and truly grateful. It is your light that lights the world. Self reliance, brilliant ideas, time to shine. It's time to take that leap of faith we've been talking about, Aries. Take that leap of faith because even if it doesn't work out, you tried and you're going to learn a lesson on how to do it better next time around. Even if it doesn't work out, you're going to figure out a way to make it work out next time. So just do it. Okay? Just do it. Either it'll work or it won't. Either way it goes, you're going to learn something to make it better next time, even if it don't work out. But I got a feeling it will. Set your life on fire and seek those who fan your flames. Kindred spirits, passion, follow your heart. Listen to your heart. It guides you home. You're going to be just fine, Aries. You got this. You know what you need to do. You got all the answers right there within you, babe. Follow your intuition. It's going to guide you right where you need to go. You got this. All right, guys, this is your reading, Aries. We're going to wrap this thing up, okay? It's time for me to go. I've given you almost 2 hours of my life. I need to go. I am tired. I already gave Capricorn almost 2 hours of my life. And yeah, I am exhausted. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, guys, I'm going to figure out the personal readings thing. I think I'm gonna wait until I'm monetized. Hopefully, that's very soon. I'm very close to being monetized, so we'll figure that out then. By then, I should be healthy enough to do um, personal readings at that point. Right now, I'm just not there yet. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still trying to get my strength back. I'm still healing from my surgery. And yeah. You know what? I'm sorry your reading is not over. I'm very, very obedient. And right now, Spirit is like, yeah, you're not done. You're not done. I told you to pull off those decks for a reason, so use them. Okay. My bad. Sorry. You got a gift coming from the courthouse. Oh, okay. Mm, okay. Goodness. Okay. All right, so this is what's going down. Aries, you got a gift coming. And it looks like that gift is coming from the courthouse. So it's either um, some money that someone stole that the court is telling them to give back that they took unlawfully, or you might be a part of like some type of because that's happened to me a couple times. You might be a part of some type of what do you call that? Shoot, it's a case, a big case, like where you're suing a company and a class action. I'm sorry, guys, I had a brain fart. But anyway, you might be a part of a class action suit, so you don't have to sign up for those. Just so you know, sometimes you could work at a place that's being like Tesla. Um, if someone is suing Tesla and you work there during that time frame, you'll be a part of that class action suit. I was telling you guys about this earlier. I was working for a company called RH Restoration Hardware. They used to be a hardware store, but now they sell like really expensive furniture. Anyway, there was a class action suit against them. And I remember the girl that sued them. We were cool. We were cool. But I remember going to get my mail before I left California from the place that I used to live when I worked at that place. Because I didn't forward my mail from the place that I used to live at when I worked there. But anyway, I went to pick up my mail and she was like, I think you got a check. And I was like, really? A check coming there? I don't know why. So when I got there, I saw who it was from and I was like, wow, she did that. She said she was going to do it, but she did that. You go ahead, girl. I mean, you know, you got to do what you got to do. But I was there during that time and I wound up getting a check. It was a really small check, but the point is sometimes that happens and you get a substantial check, right? And I know for a fact that I was a part of a few class action suits. Um, some of them were for insurance companies, and I can't remember what. It was like two or three of them that I was notified about. This one I was not notified about. I just wound up with a check, and it was just kind of crazy. So that might be this type of situation. That might be the gift that you might be getting from the courthouse. It could be a class action suit. It could be somebody stole some money from you in the courts behind your back. You didn't even know about it. Or you did know about it. However it fits. Don't force it to fit your life. If it fits, it fits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it fits, it's for you. If it doesn't fit, it's not for you. But someone could have stolen something from you and they were forced to give it back, or you could be a part of a class action suit, or you could have a case going that you know about and it's about to end in your favor, right? But you got a mature woman that's behind trying to take your money and alter your path, your forward movement. Okay, this could be your mom, this could be your aunt, it could be your grandma. But yeah, she's trying to alter your path. There's also a mature man, but it looks like he might be trying to alter your path in a good way. Like she's just sitting here giving you evil eye, but he's sitting here looking like with this globe in front of him, like he wants to help you conquer the world. This mature man, he's not giving off the "I want to mess up your life" energy. He's giving off the "I'm going to help you figure this out" energy. And these monarch butterflies all over your pathway, and it's well lit. You got great things coming. And I got a feeling that this mature man, this older man, he's either a passed over loved one or someone in your life that might be coming to help you. It could be a lawyer that's going to come and tell you about something that happened in the courthouse, and he might be linked to this gift. But you got a change that's coming, a huge change. And that's a number 9 on there at the top. You got a change coming that's going to change your life in the best of ways, Aries. And it's going to bring a substantial gift to your world. It's going to change your life where you're going to be able to change other people's lives and everybody in your community. You're going to be able to help your whole community with this change that's coming. You see that? Yeah. They're going to love you forever, too. Yeah. You're heavy on someone's mind. You're living rent free in someone's mind, Aries. You might have a stalker, so be very careful. Yeah. Yeah, false person. And then you got a wealthy man coming into your life. But this false person, and I don't know if that wealthy man is this false person, because without the mask, that could be him. I'm not sure. But there's a wealthy man coming into your life and a false person. So you got to be your own leader of discernment as to who those people are, because that could be that person. Okay. Okay, nope. The wealthy man is not that false person because you got the family room in the house coming. The wealthy man is about to bring you this, about to help you cultivate this house and this family room. Yeah. But this false person, though, this false person is this person that where you're living rent free in their head. They're stalking you. And it looks like, you know what this is giving? What this is telling me? This is telling me that, because this picture almost looks like this chick, right? it looks like you're the person in this picture, and he's stuck on you. He's crazy, but he's stuck on you, right? But he's got this person here trying to be you. He's trying to turn her into you because he can't have you himself. And she's pissed now because she realizes what's really going on. So now you got her tripping out over you. So you got to be careful because you got both of these nuts stalking you. You're about to go on a journey. You're about to go on a journey. You're going to need to go on a journey after dealing with these two nuts. Message of concern. Yeah, you're about to get a message of concern. But you need to be your own leader of discernment because this message of concern could be coming from somebody that's trying to distract you from what's really going on right now. Mm. This is like the death card. It does not mean that, someone actually is going to pass away. But when it comes to this coffin, for the most part, it most likely, someone is playing with something that's going to end them if they don't stop. And most of the time, people are relentless. Even with the threat of this, it doesn't make them stop. They'll just keep going until this happens because they're relentless and they don't want to give up on the pursuit of ending all of your dreams. They'll rather be here in a coffin than let you just be and live and be happy. Hold on, I gotta adjust. Oh, like I said, I'm still healing, so I kind of have to pull my pants way up here above my scars because. Alrighty, sorry guys, I'm about to end this. There's a child in the mist, and this says distant horizon, so it might be in the distance for some of you, but there's a child wrapped up in this situation. Either a child that's coming or a child that someone is trying to stop from coming. Be your own leader of discernment as to how this fits into your life, Aries. It's gonna fit for some of you. It's not gonna fit for some of you. Don't force it to fit. If it's for you, it will fit. If it's not for you, then it does not fit. That's the reason why it doesn't fit because it's not for you. Sudden wealth, an official person. So, an official person is going to let you know about sudden wealth. Official person, sudden wealth. You got great things coming your way, Aries. Somebody's going to try to stop it, but you're in high honor. They're not going to be able to stop it. What's for you is for you, and they can't stop it. So, congratulations on the greatness that's coming your way. Okay, have a wonderfully blessed day. Anybody that's led to donate, tip, or support my channel, my Cash App is in the description. Otherwise, I will not be doing personal readings as of right now. I will let you guys know when I'm able to get that set up, okay? I love you guys. Love yourselves and each other. And please be kind. Get out into nature and ground yourself, okay? Love you guys.